You have a right to form a country with one proviso, if it is basically a free country, a country that respects rights rather than a country that violates rights. Now, what kind of state do the Palestinians want to establish? Start with Gaza. The government there is Hamas. Hamas is, in effect, an Islamic theocracy. The people in Gaza have no rights. In Gaza, you have no freedom at all. You have no freedom of religion. You have no freedom to reject the teachings of the Quran, no right to ridicule Muhammad. You have no right to go against any of the dictates in the Quran that guide the government of Gaza. So a collective entity like the Palestinians, who claim a right to establish a state, claim a right of self-determination, are in effect claiming they have a right to violate rights. They have a right to set up a dictatorship, to set up an authoritarian government under which its citizens have no individual rights. And that's a contradiction. During the Civil War in the United States, the South tried to secede from the Union and establish a confederacy. Their claim was the same as the Palestinians. We have our own way of looking at things, our own culture. We have a right of self-determination. We don't want to be part of the United States anymore. We want to be part of a new government. They had no right to do that. Why? Because the confederacy that they wanted to establish was based on slavery. They wanted to be able to continue violating the rights of Black people, and there is no such right. So they were fought. They were denied the right to establish a separate confederacy based on this, quote, self-determination. The proper model for establishing a state is the formation of America. The colonies were under British rule. The colonists decided that it was oppressive, their rights were being violated. They wanted to establish a new country based on individual rights, where you have a right to your life, your liberty, and the pursuit of your own happiness. This was being denied them by the British government, and they rebelled. And there they had a perfect right to set up a new government. So the right stems from the fact that each individual has a right to his own life, which means he has a right to be free from force being initiated by others. If you want to establish a government that contradicts that principle, as the Palestinians want to, then no, there is no such right.